Hello and welcome to the La Plata Ward 4 update. I'm Dave Jenkins, Town Council member from Ward 4 and your host for these podcasts. This is episode 2. During this brief podcast, I want to talk about two issues. First, the annexation process of how land can be annexed into the town boundaries. And number 2, the current situation about our water system, specifically water meter replacement. Let's first talk about annexations. This has been somewhat of a controversial issue over the past number of years. As you may recall, last week I did talk about Heritage Green, a new, which could be perceived as a new project, when in fact this was annexed back in 1990. Due to different ownership, it is now moving forward toward construction. So again, this project was annexed back in 1990. So the annexation process is a two-phase process. First, an applicant has to have property that is adjacent to current town boundaries before they can submit any application for an annexation. Once they complete an application with the appropriate fees, a plan of proposed uses and what the proposed zoning would be if annexed in the town, once that is compiled and submitted to the town clerk, then after acceptance by the town clerk that all the information is there, the package or the annexation request is then moved forward to the Planning Commission. Now, the Planning Commission then starts their initial review, which would include, and usually does include, public work sessions. That is, at their regularly scheduled Planning Commission meetings, they have work sessions where they ask questions of the applicant regarding land uses, zoning, impact on town facilities, specifically water and sewer, stormwater management, traffic, and schools. A particular interest in recent years has been schools due to overcrowding in the current county schools. This is somewhat of a complicated issue because the town is not responsible or does not build schools. However, the town does have a school allocation policy, which has been in effect for a number of years. In essence, it says no more than 100 dwelling units can be allowed per year under the current town allocation requirements. However, the county also has a school allocation policy, and they are also responsible for building and maintaining public schools. As you may be aware, there are a number of schools, public schools, elementary, middle, and high schools within the current town boundaries. So it's a coordinated process to coordinate school allocation and make sure that there are available seats at all school levels, that is elementary, middle, and high school. So again, the Planning Commission receives the completed application. They will then hold work sessions, as many as they need, and then upon completion of the work sessions, then they will schedule a public hearing. So a public hearing means that it'll be advertised. The public can attend. In this case, due to the COVID, it'll probably be a virtual meeting, but they are welcome and encouraged to submit written comments prior to the public meeting, as well as testify and provide comments during the public hearing. Now, once the public hearing record is closed, the Planning Commission then forwards their recommendation. That is, they forward to the town council what the appropriate town zoning should be if, in fact, the annexation were to be approved. This is a recommendation only. Once it is forwarded to the town council, we are responsible then to go through a review process as well. This also includes work sessions, again, public work sessions. Again, ask questions to the developer or the applicant about the myriad range of issues that would affect the town from new development being incorporated within the town boundaries. Again, this would be water and sewer, stormwater management, traffic, schools, what impact it would have on police services, sanitation service, and all the range of town services that are provided to our citizens. Now, upon completion of the work sessions, then the town council would then schedule a public hearing, another public hearing, where again, that would be advertised, and the public is then encouraged to provide written comments prior to the meeting date, or at the meeting itself provide testimony during the public hearing. Upon completion of the public hearing and the record is closed, then the town council is the final approval authority. And what I mean by that is the town council can approve the annexation request, they could or they could deny that request. As you may recall, several years ago, there was a somewhat controversial annexation request by Walmart. That was, I believe, approved by the town council, the previous town councils, but there's a provision in the town ordinances where upon completion or submission of enough signatures, a referendum would then be required. So in the Walmart case, that happened. There was the appropriate number of required signatures. There was then a referendum, that is, people came out to vote for or against that annexation request. And I believe that may have been 4 years ago, that annexation request was denied from the referendum. That is, people voted against it. So just to make sure you understand, the town council is the final approval authority, but there is a referendum process where citizens can obtain the appropriate number of signatures and put that to a vote. Now I want to turn to a current issue that you may be aware of, and that is our town water system. You may have received recently a letter from the town through Keystone, which is a water meter company that is requesting access to your house or business to replace the water meters. Our current water meters provided by a company called Mueller, about, I want to say, close to half have for some reason failed, either because the batteries have died or the electronic nodes have failed. So we're in the process of trying to replace those. That process started in August, and there should be a second round of letters going out as well, because we would hope to finish this by the end of November. Concurrently, the company, Mueller, has also provided a citizen portal called mi.net. That's a process where you can create an account, you can log in and view and actually track your water usage. Businesses can do the same as well. Unfortunately, that system has two major problems. Number one, Mueller has now shut down that system, so we have to replace it. But number two, that system is based upon accurate readings from the water meters. So that's why we have to go out and replace the water meters. While we're doing that is replacing the water meters, we've also contracted with a company called WaterSmart. That will be the replacement for MINet. That'll be another citizen portal where you'll be able to log in and track your water usage, again, for both homes and businesses. So we just initiated a 5-year contract with a 1-year renewal and review. So we're not locked in to all 5 years if they fail to perform. So that's currently in process. So look for that letter that's coming in the mail. The first wave has gone out a couple of weeks ago, and there should be a second round as well. You can also go on the town website to find out this information as well. So it's important that these meters be replaced. Please note that upon making the call and you schedule a replacement, there will be two folks or two workers that will show up at your house or business. One will be a town employee from our Department of Public Works. The other one will be from Keystone Systems. They will both have uniforms, and they will both have the proper identification so they can access your home and locate the water meter so they can do the change out. It typically takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes, so it's not a major operation. I actually had mine done several years ago, and it went very smoothly with no major issues. So look forward to that next letter, and urge you to get that done as soon as possible so we can make sure that you have access to this new citizen portal to track your water use. Just a final wrap-up. Our next work session is this coming Tuesday, September the 14th at 6 p.m. The agenda is out. It's been posted. The major item we're going to be talking about is an update from the La Plata Town Center Corporation. This was a corporation, nonprofit corporation, formed a number of years ago to work on the revitalization of downtown La Plata. It's been somewhat dormant, so the board members have agreed to stay on, and so now we're meeting with them as they are seeking input and guidance from the council to move forward on this process. And then following the next week, September 21st, will be our next, either our work session or our business meeting. That agenda has not been posted yet, but you can certainly look for those shortly, again, on our town website. Open up our website and go down on the lower left. It'll say meeting agendas, and you click that and then go up to the right side and you'll see different dates for different meetings. And then from that, you can click the dates and you can download and view each agenda, not only for the town council, but for our town planning commission, as well as our design review board. So we're trying to make this as easy as possible for you to view this information. Currently, again, because of COVID, all our meetings are virtual. We're using the Microsoft Teams platform, and each meeting are recorded. So if you miss it, you can certainly go back and view them and look at them as well. So again, I was trying to bring you up to date with some information about current issues, particularly the annexation process, as well as the water meter situation. So again, thanks for listening. As always, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out and contact me. My cell phone number is 301-263-3471, and my email is djenkins@townoflaplata.org. Talk to you soon. Take care and be well.